Once upon a time, in a distant kingdom called Eldoria, there lived a beautiful blonde princess named Isabella. She was known for her kindness and beauty, but her life took a dark turn when a malevolent wizard named Malachor imprisoned her in an imposing tower, surrounded by a fierce dragon. The tower, built of shadowy stones that emanated an aura of dark magic, stood in the heart of a forbidden forest. The dragon, named Dracon, fiercely guarded the tower's entrance, ensuring that no one approached. The princess was trapped in a room at the top of the tower, observing the outside world only through a small window. Isabella, despite her imprisonment, never lost her courage and hope. She knew that one day she could be freed from this dark tower. Meanwhile, in the shadows of the kingdom, two skilled warriors, known as Azrael and Seraphim, planned their daring mission to rescue the princess. Azrael, the master of shadows, was a silent and deadly warrior. His body was encased in black armor that absorbed the light around him. He was agile as a panther, and his lethal blades sliced through the air with deadly precision. Seraphim, on the other hand, was a warrior with magical abilities. Her eyes glowed with a mystical light, and she wielded an enchanted sword capable of cutting through magical barriers. The two shadow warriors learned of Isabella's situation through rumors that spread throughout the kingdom. Determined to bring justice and free the princess, they embarked on a dangerous journey towards the Forbidden Tower. The Forbidden Forest was a dark place full of dangers. Magical creatures and dark beings lurked among the trees, making the warriors' path dangerous and challenging. Azrael and Seraphim used their abilities to move through the shadows, avoiding unwanted encounters. Meanwhile, Princess Isabella kept her hope alive, watching the horizon through the small window of her prison. She prayed that her deliverers would arrive soon and could put an end to her torment. Malachor, the evil wizard, watched everything from his highest tower, aware that his dark magic was holding the princess captive. Azrael and Seraphim faced many challenges before reaching the base of the tower. Approaching silently, they saw the dragon Dracon, whose scales reflected the moonlight in an ominous manner. With great caution, the shadow warriors began to climb the tower, avoiding the dragon's watchful eyes. As they climbed, Malachor detected the presence of the intruders. He cast powerful spells to stop them, creating magical illusions and traps around the tower. However, Azrael and Seraphim were skilled and determined. They faced each challenge with courage, using their skills to dispel illusions and neutralize traps. Finally, the warriors reached the room where Isabella was trapped. The princess, upon seeing her rescuers, was filled with hope. Azrael and Seraphim faced Malachor in an epic clash of light and shadow, magic and sword. The battle raged at the top of the tower, with sparks of magic lighting up the dark night. Meanwhile, Dracon the dragon felt the presence of greater justice and turned against his master Malachor. He spat black fire, destroying the mage's defenses. The dragon, once a faithful servant, was now free from his evil control. Azrael, using his agility, delivered quick blows against Malachor, while Seraphim channeled her magical powers to weaken the wizard's resistance. The battle reached its climax when the shadow warriors combined their abilities, creating a blast of energy that enveloped Malachor. With the wizard's defeat, the tower began to shake. Isabella, finally freed, ran towards the shadow warriors, thanking them with tears of joy in her eyes. Dracon the dragon approached meekly, now free from his former master. The shadow warriors, having completed their mission, looked towards the horizon. The kingdom was free from the darkness that plagued it. Isabella thanked Azrael and Seraphim, inviting them to remain in the kingdom as heroes. However, the warriors, accustomed to the shadows, gently refused, disappearing into the shadows of the night. The kingdom of Eldoria celebrated victory over darkness, and Princess Isabella became a beloved ruler among her people. Azrael and Seraphim continued their journeys, bringing light to where shadows reigned. And so, the story of the shadow warriors and the blonde princess, imprisoned in the tower, became a legend,